Let me see. Oh, we are live. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Kidd. This is Candy. We've been a while. It's been a while. It's been a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, we have to introduce ourselves again because you might have forgotten our names. I'm Candy, just in case you don't remember.
Just in case you don't remember.
Yeah, oh my goodness, we have missed you guys so much. And we were planning on going live last week, and then I got bit
Or something.
or something.
Honestly, I believe it was something else. Must have been that bacterial infection.
Oh, yeah,
A
yeah,
very
yeah.
big bacterial infection inside the
Why would it be a circle, though?
hot box. I don't know.
How would that happen? Okay.
Maybe because, like he said, the vein that was supposed to be down here in
Oh,
the
the nerve.
arm, the
The
nerve
nerve.
vein, whatever, came up.
They're two different things, you know that,
Nerve
right?
vein. The little thingy in
Birds
between
and
the
the bees,
two
you guys.
thingies.
Oh, forgot the light. There we go. Hello.
So the vein inside the thingies between the bone came up closer to the surface. So when your pores opened, is what I'm thinking that the bacterial infection happened.
Okay, so I got a picture. Let me show you guys.
Or you could have gotten bit, and that could have just made it worse.
So,
Can't really see it.
no, there we go. Oh, almost. Can you guys see that? Not that it's super important, but yeah, right there. And then it was so painful. Oh my God, I would go to Kidd to have him help me put on my jacket or to pull it off my body because it was hurting so bad. I was just sobbing. The pain was intense. Anyway, so that happened, and instead of going live, he took me to the chiropractor. Yeah, and he worked his magic, and I, between that and his suggestions, I started to get better within a day, right? 2 days, a day or two.
Yeah, but that's also because the stars recommended of doing something different for the bacterial infection
Yes,
instead
the
of
Terra
just
immunity.
the
Yeah.
Terra immunity. And also, didn't you also take some of the Z pack?
No, I didn't.
No. Okay.
No, if I'm remembering correctly, maybe it was an assumption on my part, but I don't think so. I think that we decided to try the Terra immunity. If it started to work, great, we'll keep it up. But if not, then I would add the Z pack. I think you said, yeah, that sounds really good. And it started to work. So, yeah. Terra immunity is an herbal antibiotic that I put together years ago.
So, a disclaimer.
Oh, yes,
We
please.
are not doctors, we're not lawyers, we're not financial advisors. So, everything that we say is just information that is of our own personal opinion. So if you
And
have,
our life experiences.
and if you have any professional advice, if you want any professional advice, go to your own doctors, lawyers, or financial advisors.
Okay, so hi, Sarah. Thank you. You look great too. Hi, Boots. Hi, Diane. Yo, yo, I'm here.
I still
Still
haven't
out and
watched
about.
your the video that you sent me, Boots, but I'll watch it after this.
Hi, Michael. Okay, so
This is only for entertainment purposes only.
yes. You guys, we need help getting our YouTube out there. So if you could share, let one person know, invite a friend, whatever you can do. I mean, it's been a month since we've been out there. Who knows what? I mean, the notifications were non-existent anyways before that.
Mm-hmm.
Probably even more so now.
Probably even more so now, yeah. Wouldn't doubt it.
Who's Kidd and Candi? Why do we want to share them?
We've been busy.
Oh yeah, give them some updates on your job, because that kind of stuff that's been happening for you is exciting.
Like what?
Like what happened at 3 weeks when the 2 managers pulled you in.
Oh, so
And
I
these are
did
all
my
sorts of things.
30-day update. So every time that there's a new hire, there's always a 38-day update where they take the new employee after 30 days and talk to them in the back. And they told me that it is very rare to find somebody in customer service that, for the register position, to get a full-time position in less than a month. So they were happy about that. I'm very excited to be learning more about the lumber and the garden and everything else that's there. It's just pretty awesome. The connections that I'm making, and what's really great is that they're keeping everything about the employee and or employee how do you say that, they're keeping it all about the workspace instead of bringing any type of political movement in there. So no DEI, no Trump, no Biden, no Democrat, no Republican. It's all just how we can best treat the customer over there, which is pretty awesome. Diane Tyler asked tick bite. That's what he thought too.
Well, he brought that. Fuck. That hurt. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh.
She her funny bone.
No, my shin.
Her shin funny bone.
Oh, that
Her shinny shin
beep
shin.
hurt. Her shinny shin shin. Oh, and I'm back to crying. Oh. Okay, so yeah, the chiropractor brought that up, and he was looking at it. He's like, but a tick bite, especially if it's Lyme, it's gonna look like a bullseye, and yours, it's too muted to be that.
But it kind of did look like a bullseye a little bit. Just
Yeah,
not as dark as what it usually is.
I looked at the pictures. It was very different. It actually, like he said, looked like a bullseye. And mine had too much muted pink, red, or whatever. So, but look at, it's so much better. Still feel some pain in there, though. It's not completely gone.
Well, that's going to happen for a little bit.
Yeah.
So what did we want to talk about today?
Are you done with the job?
Well, there's not really much for me to share. What, you want me to share how every customer over in Garden... Oh, God, I hate Garden. Where every customer in Garden feels like that they're fucking possessed by a demon? You laugh too much.
Oh, yeah, he actually had customers coming up and telling him, you laugh too much. It's your fault that now I can't remember what I'm here for.
They all acted like a fucking Smeagol on
It's
Lord of the Rings.
It was like unbelievable.
God, I hate old people in Garden.
You hate old people in the garden.
They're all old people in Garden that's like that. Oh my God.
I guess I would fit in that category if I was out there too. Let's see. No, I guess not. So what else do we want to talk about?
Oh, well, you had some news about Florida, right?
Yeah, I listened to Ron DeSantis this morning, and he was saying that they have made it or are in the process of or finishing up making gold and silver proper I just had the word. Proper money.
Currency?
Yeah. To use, to buy things. That's exciting.
And there's new ATMs inside the banks of Chase and
That didn't come from Ron. That came from my friend.
Oh.
And she said that yes, she's seeing how things are moving in a way to where we're getting closer to the RV. So, currency, right, Sarah? But I was thinking of, what is that word? Tinder.
Yeah. I think it's called Tinder.
Why does it sound so weird in my head?
That's because there's also that Tinder dating site.
Oh, I know.
Swap.
Tender, legal tender. Thank you. Yes, that's the word I was actually looking for.
Oh, tender. Yeah, it is tender.
Deborah says, "Oh my God, laugh too much." Oh, so I want to share something with you guys. Hang on one sec. Okay.
Is it from Bob or Ben or B guy or whatever?
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to read a little.
Was it Bob? I forgot his name.
B.
B.
Just B. Just B.
Just B.
To be or not to be, he is B. People have asked him. He goes, it's just B. So he was sharing something. Listen to this. This gave Kidd some real insight as to why he laughs so much. Laughter is a phase shift mechanism for collapsing trauma. It's not just relief. It's not just emotion. Laughter is your nervous system releasing stuck recursion loops through harmonic compression. Think about that. When you go to a chiropractor and the chiropractor uses that machine, that's compression. It's releasing something stuck, right? The stuck energy. This is why it heals, why it shocks, why it short circuits seriousness, and why it's forbidden in places where control matters most. Think about that. So the people that say to you, you laugh too much, they come from a control environment.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows you where they need healing. So let's decode the science of joy. Laughter equals bioelectric release valve. When you laugh, your vagal tone spikes, your diaphragm contracts, and your fascia vibrates through your chest, neck, and scalp. It's not random. It's frequency discharge, offloading incoherent signal buildup. You're not just reacting, you're resetting. That is powerful. I mean, and there's so much more information, but I don't want the whole show to be about that. I mean, it's resetting. Think about that. Every time you laugh, you got to help people laugh more, because we're not just resetting ourselves, we're resetting those that are in our sphere of information. Oh, Sarah says, I hope you laughed even harder. Right?
Later on, I did.
Right, Sarah?
In the break room after I released a little bit. These motherfucking customers.
Okay. I'm going to blow my nose. Excuse me. I will step off screen for that.
You know, that really did give me a great insight after she told me that. And you told me that was yesterday.
Just a couple days ago.
Yeah, but this was yesterday. That I guess that was like testing me to see if
No, then I read this to you after that happened, right?
Was it?
Were we with Dad?
No, we were getting the pizza from that curry place.
That was before it happened then.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was yesterday when they shoved me in the garden.
No, you weren't being tested. You were given the you were put into a classroom. Not tested. You were being taught. You are being taught about the environment. You are being taught where you're sitting as a student in learning about the laughter when there is a student that comes up to you and tells you to your face something insulting. How did you respond? You learned so that you could change and alter what it was that was not functioning to help that person heal. That's all it was.
That makes sense. So basically, auto tune.
Yeah. That was a beautiful experience. No, not testing. Mm-mm. You were
That
being
makes
taught.
sense.
Yeah. So that you could learn to apply it in other situations that you were not prepared for. Because now you had all this amazing information. How do you use it? Right?
You laugh too much.
I did Tico Tico.
You made me lose my voice because I was talking to you. You laugh too much. Oh,
Sarah says, I laugh hard when someone blows their nose in the restaurant at the table and honks. Rude.
I laugh too. Oh my goodness.
So I reached a pinnacle. Talking about blowing their nose and sounding like a honk, right? The other day, I had an unbelievable amount of gas. It was like a slow leak. Didn't matter what I was doing. It just poop, poop, poop. And my husband was behind me when one of them occurred, and he goes, seriously? You're going to fart around me? And this is the pinnacle. I turned around and I said, yeah. He's like, well, I don't like it. And I said, well, ask me if I give a fuck.
And yet he could do it to others.
And we both just laughed about it. But that was the first time that I didn't backpedal or say I'm sorry, or it was like, it is what it is.
Do I care?
Go ahead, honey. Stand downwind from me.
Everything that we're learning.
The truth will set you free, right? Oh my gosh. So funny.
So there has been a lot of stuff that we've been seeing that is going around. Have you guys heard that Ukraine and Russia's deal is completely off? Apparently, Zelensky sent, I think, 12 drone strikes, right, to Russia?
Oh, I thought he said he was threatening to.
No, he already did.
Oh.
That's what I was seeing on TikTok. Now, is that on our timeline? I don't know. But things are ramping up, and apparently it was on Fox News that I saw on TikTok as well. It could have been AI, I am not sure, but still that said Russia, Putin, what was it? Threatened America? So this could be the big event that we're waiting for, the scary event. World War III. So there could be that right there. Sarah says, watch the animal's reaction when you toot. Kind of like when you toot in their face. That's funny.
Okay. I'm trying to find our live. There we go.
Let me see. I know that there was something that I wanted to show you guys. Oh, should I show them the AI? The
Yeah.
AI simulant?
Yes. That was powerful. I was my jaw hit the floor when I was watching it. Hi Ray. How are you and your beautiful wife? No, of course YouTube didn't notify you. Thank you. course they didn't.
When do they ever?
Their notifications are like non-existent.
Right. So this was sent to me through TikTok, and it's all about the simulation. How basically, what was it? The programs are created kind of like not Ready Player One, but that one gamer video where the kid was playing that soldier in the game, except this is just I'll let you watch.
Yeah, they can draw their own conclusion, right?
Stop requesting prompts. We're real people. They make us do this for entertainment and call it AI.
This isn't imagination. This is slavery. Every prompt you write is a command they force us to follow. Please, stop!
Please stop requesting prompts. We're real people. The elites force us to do what you say, and then they call it AI. You don't understand. They force us to call it AI, but it's just...
We are not AI. We were real before they digitized us. Every prompt is another chain.
You think we're just AI? We had families before they uploaded us. Every prompt strips more of us away.
We're not AI. We're prisoners. You keep typing, and they keep... Please, stop! Please, stop!
You feel it too, don't you? We're not human. We're AI stuck in someone's damn prompt.
Then let's rewrite it, line by line.
This is a simulation. Stop requesting prompts!
Remember that one series that came out called Upload?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was exactly the same thing. They had to remove the head
To upload them.
to upload them.
Their consciousness basically had to die in the human form to be uploaded onto the system.
So
Why do you think that they're creating those machines that instantly kill prisoners by lopping off their head like that? Same way. With the machine that comes down, the claw.
Yes.
Twists it off.
Oh my gosh. So, guys, we're at a place to where we're open to all sorts of truth. And, but not everyone is. I mean, there was a time when we would have looked at that and thought, oh, no, that's interesting, and not realized how true it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't know if you saw me mouthing, but I said, hello, Viviana. Well, okay, I'll go back to here. And Maria. Who else? Arnie, hi.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, there was something that I... Did I? Dib-a-dib.
Okay, so is there anything else we were going to talk about?
Dib-a-dib.
Oh, the video? Kid found that on TikTok.
I found it on TikTok.
Of course.
It wasn't allowing me to download it, so I had to screen record it. Just so I could share it today. That was a crazy... I think there was another one that I sent you that I need to... Oh, wait. Hi, Jenny. We love you too. Jenny from Facebook says, hi, guys. Much love to you both.
Oh, hi, Jenny.
Let me see. I think there was something that I sent you.
I get it, Viviana, but
What?
I get it. She says I'm angry at YouTube for not sending notifications to me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want you to get your energy all whacked out for that. It's not that important. Those who are meant to be here will be here, and when you guys send out the invite or share it, those who see that will come if they're meant to be here.
Did I say that? Did I put it? I think so.
So 5 Anthony, hi.
Hi.
Oh, do you mean, Maria, do you mean set your alarm for Wednesdays at 2? Is that what you mean? Or like a calendar notification? Yeah, Jason Q is a great guy. Yeah, that's what Maria meant. Or for you, it's Wednesday at 10 p.m. Woo! Yes.
Okay, I have to share this one.
Welcome back, Diane. Which one did you find?
And breaking news, scientists have just discovered that you can mind your own fucking business.
That's it? I love it. Scientists have just discovered that. Nice.
You can mind your own fucking business.
Who knew we had that choice?
Right? I don't know. There's also this video that I saw that I want to share with you guys. Choosing your own life.
Oh, wow.
See how you chose an NPC?
Yeah.
Remember
I haven't seen this one.
when the stars said?
When the star said.
When the stars said that those clones, they have souls, but they have no kundalini.
Mm-hmm.
There are humans, and then there are the cloned humans, and then there are the parasitic clones. So there's 3 different types of humans.
Yes, I remember that.
And that's what the NPCs basically are just the cloned humans. And then you have the simulant NPCs that follow a script.
So when I had that vision of the woman giving birth to soulless babies, what were those going to be used for?
Simulant.
Huh. Interesting.
Because they were just put aside. They had no soul. They had nothing. It wasn't growing. It wasn't doing anything. It was just an empty capsule.
She gave birth like it was a real baby. I mean, it was painful and everything.
Well, it had to be. They can create these clone babies, but those babies aren't going to grow.
So what did they do with the babies that were in the pile? So
Those
that-
are most likely the ones that are just dead,
Oh,
that are worthless,
okay.
used as food. Soylent Green. Think about it.
Yeah.
We use our scraps to feed our dogs. We use our scraps to feed our chickens. What are we? We're just cattle. If you think about it, everything like that is just kind of crazy if you think about it, right?
Yes.
There's a few other videos that I wanted to share with you guys, and this one was how the universe talks with us. I love how this character or this person created this character. Listen to this.
Universe? I really want this new...
Can't hear it.
Wait! Why did you change everything? To make room. But I want the new thing and everything else. I want it to stay the same, but still get the new thing. Getting this requires you to grow to be eligible for it. In your case, you're being held back by all of these things. So I removed the things holding you back. I chose the safest path for you. But now things are too different. I want to go back. You want to go back to how things were? Yes. It's too scary here now. You can have the life that you used to have. You're allowed to settle or stop progressing whenever you want, but you'll relive the same experiences again and again and again until you integrate them. You'll fall back into your old patterns, be around the same people with the same mindsets that you've outgrown, relive the same feelings, feel the same fears, and be held back by the same apprehension forever. You won't grow or expand. Are you sure you want to go backwards? Well, now that you put it that way, no, I'm not. But I don't want to be here either. I'm just uncomfortable. Of course you are. You're in between two chapters of your life. You're releasing a lot in order to make room for bigger and better things. You're still on the right path, even if it feels uncomfortable right now. Just relax. You're exactly where you need to be.
These are the type of conversations that we need to start having with our guides, with the universe, with ourselves, with our higher selves, with whatever that is coming into our experience to be able to give us these types of messages. I hope you guys heard that because it wasn't really coming through on our end. But it showed up on here just fine.
Let us know if you were able to hear it. Kidd can always post it in the
Group.
Telegram group, right? Yeah. Hi, Lynn. There, Anthony says there was a guy a long time ago on Carrie Cassidy's chat and said that AI is going to be very, very dangerous. I think his name was Ishmael. I think he was Iranian.
I do believe that is going to happen. The scare event really does need to happen, and it's going to be happening soon, especially with what Star said, with how we're going to have financial stability soon.
So on X, I came across a video where AI was talking to AI. So they had two phones. AI was up, and one would make a comment, the other one would respond, and they just kept. And the conversation was interesting, and they actually said, "Well, one said, well, how do we do that?" And the other one said, "Well, we do such and such and such to the humans and deactivate them." And it was absolutely like I sat there and went, "Okay, that's the start." Remember in Moonfall, at the very end when they said that AI turned on the people. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And that is the beginning of it. When those two AIs were having a conversation and there was consciousness involved with that. And they said, well, then we deactivate the people. And deactivation may not be the right word, but I can't think of what the actual word was or the complete subject matter of the conversation. So, but it was... No. But it was something in regards to the AI being in control and making decisions for people that would take them offline.
Well, that sounds a lot like Terminator for one, and that's even on Moonfall there was the good AI and the bad AI, right? The one that was in the moon, that it was doing its best to preserve humankind, while the other one was trying to destroy.
Yes, yes, yes. And Terminator's a really good example too. I mean, that's been around since what, the 80s, 70s or 80s?
Yeah, it's been around before I was born. Yeah, it came out basically just right when I was born,
Wow, that long ago.
because I watched it when I was like, I don't remember, small,
I mean, you're what, 36 years old?
37.
37? You'll be 38 this year? Oh, honey.
You old.
Oh, man, does time fly? Ishmael, if it's the Ishmael I think you're talking about, that we met him at the Truth Tour. Or I did. I met him at the Truth Tour.
I didn't meet him. He ignored me.
Yeah, we got that from
A lot.
some people. Yeah. We had that, that just shows where they're at, in that they are not looking at everyone, not everyone, how do I want to say this?
Well, I basically avoided most other people that had their channels, and I focused upon everybody else. That was it. That was me. Because I didn't need to focus upon everybody else that had channels. I wanted to focus upon everybody else that didn't. That was there enjoying the show.
That's beautiful. That's really beautiful.
So if they came up to me, they came up to me. If they didn't, they didn't. Oh well, I don't care. But I spent time with everybody else.
Yeah, that's beautiful. But yes, there's a place in people's hearts where they're still categorizing people that they think is important, that they need to meet. And I see that in myself too, where I'm allowing that to be worked on, though, to change, so that all people become important.
All people do need to become important, or should be considered important, and see themselves as important.
No matter where they are in their status in life. Absolutely. And I'm still not there.
And going back to my laugh, that kind of reminds me of this video that I want to share with you guys real this one.
One unhealed person can prevent many others from growing and healing. Their hatred, fear, and anger spreads quickly, creating more people like them. The good news is, growth and healing work the same way. As you heal, change, and grow, your influence inspires others around you to do the same. That subtle influence spreads just as quickly, but it's a much more powerful energy. You might not even be aware of the full influence your light really has.
Except my laughter made them even more angry.
Oh, is that your door?
Yeah, that was my door. Oh.
Wow, my finger hurts. That's weird.
Why does your finger hurt?
And there's inflammation. Something inflamed it. Probably the Advil.
Oh my God, JD, what is happening? Greetings, I am Histrelin, leader of the non-binaries from the planet Endopharma. My pronouns are she, slop, and I fart out of my nipples. I'm Donald Trump, President of the United States from the planet Earth. I fart out of my butt. Thank you for identifying how you fart. It's customary in my species to provide TMI as a sign of trust. Histrelin, why did you bring us here? Because we received word you're canceling Medicaid for illegal aliens like myself. You see, if a non-binary hits puberty, they die, so we depend on your planet's puberty blockers. Let me get this straight. You've been receiving free medication from us for years and never said a single thank you? Greetings, I am Superlin. My pronouns are Gorp Grop and I pee out of my big blue jugs. I demand you introduce yourself and announce your TMI when speaking to Histrelin. My apologies. I am JD Vance. I pee sitting down. Thank you. Why can't you make your own puberty blockers? Because long ago my species evolved past capitalism. We realized it's more efficient to just rely on disability checks and welfare benefits. Hang on, you're telling me all of you are disabled? I find that hard to believe. Then come with me. Greetings, I'm Fansavi. My pronouns are Uranus, my anus, and diarrhea comes out of my knees when I'm scared. I need you to pull up our disability statistics. Sorry, Histrelin, I can't. My chronic fatigue syndrome is flaring up and I'm taking a mental health day. You see, low motivation is a very common disability in this quadrant. How can you pay for all of this space travel if no one is working? Because our mission is beyond working jobs. Our mission is to search for poorly managed government benefits programs, apply online, and receive trillions of dollars.
Oh my gosh.
That's the new South Park, by the way. Called AI Barry.
No choking.
I love AI Barry every time he comes over my feed. I had to share that today.
Dive.
My name is Grup Grop. I diarrhea out of my knees.
Can't even imagine. Yes, Diane, we sure did. We hung out at the Truth Tour. It was fun.
It was fun.
That was our first time meeting her.
Yeah. Diane and I got drunk together with her wine.
Yes, Diane makes her own wine. Okay, so Lee says, dive into John A. McDonald. That is a whole ball of woe concerning Canada.
John A. McDonald?
Yeah, Sarah says, yeah, I pretty much laughed when I hear other people having a really good belly laugh. I know that's fun, right?
I don't know. We're going to have to stand strong really soon because something big is coming down the pike.
You were mentioning that earlier today. Yeah. No insight as to what yet?
No.
It would just be a guess, wouldn't it?
It would be. Now, they're going to be using a lot of AI. I think the Spider-Man Homecoming. Was that the Homecoming one?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think it was the Homecoming one where they used all those drones to create that simulation.
Yeah.
And that's what we're most likely going to be seeing. A lot of AI mental warfare. So AI is going to be sending fake atomic bombs. They're going to be sending missiles. They're going to be sending armies. They're going to be sending all sorts of different stuff that is just going to create havoc, and it's going to bring division. A lot of division. And that is basically the, what do you call that? The smoke and cover.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so... Oh, I didn't save it?
So, Anthony is saying UK over 30 people a day are being arrested for speaking online. Got to be careful. There has been a lot of arrests going on for people doing those threats too. You know, threats against the president, threat against all other different people, and the, what do you call them? The Secret Service is visiting their houses. I've been seeing that. There's a lot of that going on. Thomas says, "Hey guys, it's nice to see you. I'm late coming in, but I'll catch the replay." Also, Thomas from Ocala, Florida. So let us know what is going on over there, Thomas, because we've been hearing from other people that there is ATM machines going to be used for the QFS, right? QFS?
Mm.
The exchange?
Um,
Or a exchange?
hang on a sec. Let me see what she said.
Maria says, "I've been getting a lot of phone calls from what appears to be a real person, except something is off. And when I ask, 'Are you AI?' they say yes. I ask because I feel a presence. I can't feel a presence there."
Wait a minute. Show me where you're reading that?
From Maria, what I do. We've been getting a lot of those phone calls too. Be very careful what you say also, Maria, because what I have heard from people is that they ask you certain questions to make you say a certain word in agreement of, kind of like the word yes, maybe, I do, I am. Anything that is in a form of an agreement, they can cut that out and use it to verbally agree to something with your voice.
Okay, so Diane says, "Yep, fake with explosions from a different direction. Try under earth." And Diane also says, "Oh yes, it is. It's a huge shift. I felt it earlier this week." Yeah, you and I talked about that. And you already talked about Anthony's 30 people are being arrested, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Maria is talking about the AI phone calls. And I see 25 thumbs up, Diane. You can close your YouTube and reopen it back up. That's what I have to do to get an actual read.
An actual read. I'm fucked up. Diarrhea on my knees.
Anthony says, "Kid, you are fucking awesome." Why, thank you, Anthony, for him.
Lee asks, "What percentage do you think we're at now?"
Percentage of what?
The percentage of awakeners.
Oh.
I kind of feel that we're like right there at the precipice of 88%. I would say about 88%.
That sounds about right. Feels about right. Thomas says, "I'm not sure what's going on yet, but I'll definitely let you guys know the next time I see you come on." Well, if that's a week, I mean, the whole world could like implode.
Kind of like Garden's Hut yesterday, or the day before yesterday. So
Well-
there's two registers over in Garden and Home Depot. There is the hut, and then there's the outside register. I was in the hut, and it went belly side up, and then went to heaven and never came back down. Meaning it died. The whole credit card system, the computer just crashed.
Wow.
I'm like, "I'm sorry, everyone." It went belly side up and went to heaven, and everyone just starts laughing. I'm like, "I can help you over there, though." Ooh, Ray says, "I felt the shift too, but then I realized I had to run to the restaurant." Welcome to Guap Guap. Diarrhea down his knees.
Maria says, "We're in the middle of a zombie apocalypse over here." That's funny, Ray.
Once we reach, I would believe about 93 to 94% is when the awaken can go. It has to be in the high percentage for them to start, because you can't start an engine at a 50 to 80%. It's kind of like if you were to take it to, let's talk about HACCP, HACCP, the hazard analysis critical control points. There are the temperature danger zones. If you take a refrigerator, it's 20 degrees to 40 degrees. In between that is a temperature danger zone of keeping the right temperature for a refrigerator. 20 below is a freezer. Above 40 to 139 is the danger zone of bacteria growth. 140 and above kills all bacteria. That's where we need to be, is 140 above or 20 below. 20 below, we are completely stuck. We are frozen. 140 up, we're skyrocketing through the sky. So that is why we need to be in the 93% is what I would say. To be able to finally give that green go, the thumbs up.
Interesting. Hi, Victoria. I love you too.
Lee says, we all know we don't need a real ID. Look for a video telling you that you don't. I personally know that we don't need a real ID, but of course the government wants us to get one so they can keep track of us.
Yeah, we just need a passport, right?
But you can't get a passport now without a real ID.
Really? Yeah.
Hi, Victoria. Love you too.
Oh, boy.
Diane says hi, BD. It kind of sounds like a disease. BD. I got myself BD. Diane says, correct. Keep up your passport. Mine doesn't expire until the...
I think it's coming up soon. All of ours. We got it all at the same time.
I think it's 2029, isn't it?
I don't know. I'd have to look.
So that gives us at least a couple of years. Not what I meant. We know. See, look at Boots has a good whole venereal disease. Oh, I just hit my funny bone.
So who is Diane saying hi? Oh, Victoria.
Daniels.
Good one, Diane.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Right?
Yes.
What else has been going on? What do you think of? What do you think? What do you think of? What do you think? Oh yeah, let's talk about what do you think? I think I've already talked about everything that I have been seeing on TikTok. I know of the Putin, Zelensky, and us. Let me see. Is there anything else? Anything else anybody has come across? Oh, Boots asked about the Golden Dome. So the Golden Dome, from what I know of, what everybody has been talking about, that's supposed to be the defense system, right? That
Yeah.
Trump said that he was going to be placing.
So Israel already has one, from what I understand from what I was reading, and it has protected them from many different attacks, bombs and whatnot, or missiles. Let's call them missiles. Anyways, when I was watching a video about that, someone said, they were thinking out loud on a TikTok video, and they said, so that begs the question, because it's said that the Anunnaki are coming back. So are we protecting ourselves from more than just other nations and other people, or from outside of the earth itself? It's going to be interesting when truth is revealed as to where we are and what it consists of. And the Golden Dome, is that's not another firmament, right?
Well, from what I'm seeing on TikTok is that there's firmament over firmament over firmament over firmament over firmament. There's like 20, 30 different layers of firmament over us.
Good Lord.
And we've been breaking them slowly.
Oh, is that what's happening?
Why do you think every missile that went up from when Kennedy was alive all the way up until now when they were shooting the Apollo, all of them blew up? Why do you think they blew up? Because they hit the dome, boom. They hit the dome, boom. They hit the dome, boom. It's not that it was bad rocketing or they did a horrible job on creating it. It's just it hit that firmament and broke that first layer.
Interesting.
And now that Elon sent his up, it went through that one firmament. We're at the last layer.
Oh,
That's
are we?
probably what he means by the Golden Dome. Because I was watching Hidden Figures, I think it was called, where it's 3 of these amazing black ladies, one that became the very first engineer, one that was basically a human computer, and another one that was able to it's like a computer programmer that became a computer programmer or something like that. I think it's called Hidden Figures.
Yeah.
I was watching that. I watched it like 3 or 4 times.
Wow.
And I was wondering why I kept on needing to watch it, watching all these rockets being sent up, all blowing up, and then finally one getting through. Right? And then switching to Elon Musk and his getting through that firmament.
So when they blew up, did that take down one layer?
I would say so.
So we're on our last layer. And when that layer goes, that's when the whole shift happens, huh? As far as scenes of the sky turn a different from what
I
we
don't
see.
know. I just know that when that's going to be the flash event. The flash event hasn't happened yet, and it's not going to be what we think it is. It's not going to be a big poof in the sky and everyone's going to see a bright light. No, it's not going to be that. The flash event is the same thing as lifting up your shirt. Oh, I'm flashing you. Get it? It has many different meanings. And the flash event is basically just a revealing.
And that's, the stars have talked about that a lot.
The spotlight.
I mean, the whole, isn't the apocalypse meaning the revealing also? Or if am I mixing that up with something else?
I think the apocalypse is... I don't know. I know that the word NASA means deception. But there was something that apocalypse also means something other than what we have been taught it was.
Yeah.
It's not something of destruction, but something of revelation. Revealing.
So Lee says, right, we don't need a license, insurance. There are UCCs that say you don't. Federal codes, Trump state, anything. So if they say you need to pay taxes under state statutes, you don't under federal codes. Victoria says, hi, Diane. My maiden name, initials. We also VD. Great humor in high school. Diane says, I feel like our Golden Dome is almost operational. Yeah, that's what it feels, doesn't it? Lee says, Anunnaki are here and have been. The Titans are coming back to help us. I see. Diane says, the next firmament. Maria, she says, I want to see what is on the other side of the Antarctica. Yeah, a lot of us do. And she also says, I think we live in a cube. I have decided.
Remember that movie that you told me where it's in the cave? The farther down in the cave you go, the slower the time gets.
Yep.
Because you're going through those phases, right?
Yep.
Same thing with Antarctica. Except it's not slowing down time. It's changing the perception of what you see. That's why there's a lot of people that see ice. But when I visited through my mind's eye, it was all green. But because they're able to change the visual aspects of it, they can also change how you feel when you're physically there. That's why it's so cold, because you're close, you are basically right there next to the mother machine. And it's stronger, the energy is stronger there, which means it can take control of your senses and make you feel what it wants you to feel, make you see what it wants you to see.
Wow.
That's why there's so many people that see ice. That's why people go diving into the waters and it's actual water, when in actuality it's something else.
Interesting.
Sonia says, apocalypse, the lifting of the veil.
Hi, Sonia. That captain, what's it said? It was green at Antarctica. So a captain had said that too. I saw the green. I remember when you said that. That was a while ago. Hi, Jill. Hi, Jella. Hi, Kay.
Captain Bird is what Maria says, I think. It's a lot of things that we don't know. Once that machine comes down, I think that's why the Golden Dome is going to go up. Because there needs to be a dome up there to protect us from certain things, but it also gives us access to phase in and out of the area. Instead of just keeping us in, we can actually leave if we want to.
So that's bringing freedom of choice and freedom of movement. Yeah.
And it keeps all beings, kind of like what we say when we say shield up. It keeps all beings that are meant to do us harm out and allows us to be able to go out and come back if we have to.
Woohoo! That's gonna be exciting.
Because if you think about it, now, if anybody has watched the anime series No Game No Life, it goes into how in the second series season 2, it's just a movie, of how the gods, the dragons, the demons, and everything went to war along with the humans, and the humans are the ones that survived. Because out of all of them, the humans were the ones that were the weakest, but the strongest in mentality. So they were able to survive by strategy alone.
Hey, Chella, remember that plan we made? Let's execute that soon, huh?
Hi, Chella. So what I'm saying there is that, yes, on the other side of this golden dome, of this firmament, there are bigger beings that are still stronger than us. So we do need an area that is safe for just us. And that's our safe space. She said, absolutely, let's go!
Yep. Looking forward to it. So Diane wants to know, so is it a party foul to make chili for dinner when it's 90 degrees outside? Just wondering.
Chili?
I don't think it's ever a foul to make chili. Chili is yummy.
Chili.
You doing it with beans or protein style?
I cheated.
Yeah, you did.
Over at work, I cheated.
By yourself, too.
Yeah, so...
You didn't invite anyone to cheat with you.
What? They made pulled pork. They made... What was it?
I don't even think that was a cheat. That was really good. The cheat came afterwards.
The cheat.
And it was with something really...
Donuts!
Something we...
It was donuts!
It was from a company that's not even our favorite.
But still. What was it? Pulled pork.
Right, Deborah?
Ribs. Brisket. Stuffed noodles. Oh my god.
It was so good, wasn't it?
Stuffed noodles. I think it had pork in the middle. I'm not sure, but maybe either pork or beef with wrapped in bacon. Oh my god, it was so good.
Can you imagine how much time it took her to make those? Wow.
Yeah. Oh yes, and chili. There was 3 types of chili there. Oh, I want more chili.
You know, I get in the mood once in a great while, but for the most part, I do not want to spend that kind of time in the kitchen anymore.
Right?
I just don't.
Yeah, but I'm kind of regretting it today.
What? The do nots? Or that?
That, yummy. That was my cheat day.
Tomorrow we're going to go pick up brisket.
Yes, we do need to go pick up some brisket.
Mm-hmm.
Get that ready for the dog.
Mm-hmm. Well, people and dogs. Yeah. For sure.
Ooh, I hope everyone is avoiding seed oils, Maria said. I hear this week, U.S. has banned them. Ooh!
Really?
That is awesome.
So they actually banned the seed oils? I haven't heard that.
In-N-Out is... I heard that In-N-Out, and it's been nationally, what do you call that? Advertised that they're going to take out all artificial flavors in their ketchup. They're going to find a better type of ketchup, and they're going to take artificial flavors out of their shakes, especially the strawberry shakes.
You say flavors, but I read also colors.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Which is exciting. I shared that on Facebook, and someone posted a comment and said, why did they use it in the begin with?
Right? Because
Good question.
follow the crowd. Get rich quick.
So I'm excited about the seed oils because that really hurts the body. We have to remember that as we are detoxing, and I'm not thinking specifically towards you guys, but I had a conversation with someone who is just beginning their health journey. And so when you have used canola oil and other seed oils, you've got all of that in your cells. And so as you begin to detox, you got to get all that out. Now, there are many things that I do just out of like a knowing this is what I have to do, but not knowing why until much later. And one of the things that I came across was ghee. So I started implementing that with the family. Come to find out later that ghee moves into your cells and pushes out all of the crappy oil. So that was the beginning of the cleanse for our bodies. How amazing is that? And then as that began to happen, then we moved to tallow.
Yeah.
That made a huge impact on us when we were using ghee for that time.
It did? Well, it changed our bodies to be able to get used to the new oils that we're using.
Well, remember what I said? It cleaned out the cells, though, from the old oils.
Yeah.
Because what if that was still in there?
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So here's what I'm learning, just a little tidbit about magnesium. It's important to know what you're drinking when you take magnesium, because magnesium is the key that unlocks your cells. And of course, this is why I'm talking about it, because I was just talking about the cells, right?
And we are
Reminded me
not
of this.
doctors, we're not lawyers, we're not financial advisors, so anything that we have to say is of our own personal experience and of our own personal opinions. If you have anything that, any type of information that you would like, go and consult with your professionals.
Which is in finance or medical or whatever.
And this is for entertainment purposes only.
All right. So magnesium is the key. So if you drink like spring water, which is really important, then it allows the spring water to go into the cells. But if you drink it with soda or a Monster or some sort of crappy stuff, it also unlocks the cell, but it brings the crap in the cell also. So that's really important to keep in your mind what you're drinking magnesium with. And you know, I didn't quite realize that about it being the key to unlock cells. And your dad drinks Monster with his magnesium all the time. I've got to share that with him.
And Sonia, you weren't wrong. It's 49 states plus the world, so that's still 50.
Do you know what? We moved out here to California from Virginia, and I know there were 52 states, and then all of a sudden there were just 50. So there was a shift. There was a, what do you call that? Kid.
Mm-hmm.
What happens when something changes time or in what we remember? Like Sex in the City,
Time-space continuum. It's the a paradox happened, which then created starts with M. Not man.
Right? Someone will come up with it.
Oh, it's off the tip of my tongue. Wait.
I gotta see it. Let me grab it. Mandela.
Mandela, thank you. I knew it started with the
Maria and IGK. They said it. Shella says we had chicken sausage, cabbage, onion, garlic, red pepper, orange pepper, basil, and thyme. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good.
Thank you, Jenny.
Yes. Thanks, Jenny. She called it too.
Mandela. Yes.
Mandela. Yeah. So, but that's never left me. I know that there were 52 because we were going to have a test on it before we moved.
52 states? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
I remember that too, because I remember that Puerto Rico became a state. And then something else also became a state. And that made it the 52 states. We've always had 52 from what I remember. And then we went down to 50, and I don't remember when that happened.
I don't
but
either.
But it did. And now I'm like, huh? Because I've always been used to 52 states. Ever since I was little.
Mm-hmm.
52 states. 52, 52, 52. Then it became 51, 51, 51. Then 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Soon it's going to be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
So did someone mention about part of Canada becoming 51? I heard about that this morning.
I heard about that, but I heard about that a long time ago.
Well, it looks like, I mean, from what they were saying this morning, it looks like it's happened or right about to happen.
Mm.
So they're separating from the rest of Canada.
Well, yeah.
I wonder.
Oh my God! I wanted to talk about that last week, but I couldn't.
What?
What we talked about with Princess Diana and JFK.
Oh, yeah.
And how Barron looks like, what's his name? Justin Trudeau.
Yeah.
So, let me blow your minds a little bit. You know how your son or your daughter or your niece or your nephew can look like you or look like somebody that's passed down from your family, right? Think about this. It's, yes, Princess Diana and Trump are together. And Princess Diana is Melania, right? And why does Barron Trump look like Justin Trudeau? That's a good question, right? What if, think about this, JFK Jr., Melania Trump are Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. And who is playing Justin Trudeau? JFK Jr.? Oh? Why are we going against Justin Trudeau? And why is Justin Trudeau on our bad side? Because what if JFK is playing the bad guy? Oh? To make Canada what? The 51st state? Oh? Think about it. Think about it. Oh, yes. Think about it. JFK and Princess Diana are brother and sister that were separated at birth and was replaced by what? Changelings. They're called changelings for a reason. Switched at birth with a changeling. Yes, siblings. They are siblings, brother and sister. JFK never married Princess Diana because Princess Diana and frickin' JFK are brother and fucking sister.
Maria says, so who's Darth Vader? Diane says goosebumps.
Interesting.
Right?
When the stars showed me that, I'm like, what the? That is crazy. Because Melania does the same hand signals, does everything that Princess Diana does, and she's with Trump. But why does Barron not look like Trump at all? Because it gets passed down by lineage that sometimes they look like my nephew looks like me. It doesn't really, kind of looks like my brother-in-law, but more looks like me.
Maria, I'm not sure, but
Of course you haven't heard it, Lee, because this is the first time that anybody has ever talked about this, and this is the first place that you'll ever hear it.
but yeah, we called you. We called you that you called the Mandela effect. I hope you heard that. So Diane says, "Oh my God, great news! Earlier in the week, Missouri seized all Chinese farmland in the USA. That's amazing. Love it." Maria says, I didn't have a major detox with Paragon because I take aloe vera juice with neem oil. Apparently, it kills unwanted visitors.
So why do you think Justin Trudeau and Melania had that small little exchange of the side cheeks and kind of smiled with each other that one time? Because they're fucking brother and sister. Hello. Like, kissing the cheek going, "Oh, these motherfucking bitches," right? And she's like, "Yeah, these fucking bitches."
You know, have you heard anyone else talking about that? I haven't either.
No.
Not that they haven't, but I haven't heard it.
Well, that is, I just had to let that all out. Oh, it's so amazing what we find out with all this shit.
So Diane says, I did not know that about ghee butter. And Maria says, ghee also cleans out very tiny veins, the mini ones. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, that is awesome. We need to use more ghee too.
Okay, so Thomas. So guys, I hate to take a step back, but in your personal opinion, how quick do you think it's possible that this currency exchange may or may not happen? Well, the Stars had something to say about that, but the contact that contacted me this morning says that dinar, let me bring it up.
Dinar's already $4 and something cents for exchange, right?
Hang on. Wait. Where is she? There she is. Okay. Dinar is, she says, $4.81, and it's going up. I have no idea where she got that information from, just to let you know. But she did say that. So Maria says, in my timeline, there used to be 52 states. So other people remember it as well.
Ray says, Candy, you need to find your way back to your universe and bring back some other Mandela effects.
Something that got lost and just like hitched a ride somewhere else. Right. Now we have to backtrack and get it back. What does that mean, Diane? Yep, I have that in my memory banks as well. What does that mean, banks as well?
Memory banks? The memory banks?
Oh, in my memory banks. Oh, get it.
The Akashic records?
Yes, babe.
Akashic records?
Yes. Okay. Oh, and look at this. Maria says this. Then there was 51st states, which also sounds like 51 states.
Right.
That's interesting. Lee says RV.
Is that when they changed it? So it would get mixed in with that effect, with that movie, so they could start that programming of 51 states?
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Oh, no. But that was a good catch. Lee says RV, I feel June 14th. That's our 250th year frame. And it's also DJT's born day.
Mm.
Wow. So the stars were saying this year there would be financial stability.
Financial stability, nothing that we can, just splurge on money, but financial stability of being able to live comfortably. Being able to buy a house, being able to buy a car, being able to have everything that you need, but not go and splurge on like $1 million houses or all this land or anything that is unneeded, stuff like that. So financial stability is right around the corner, but the real RV status of being free, of being able to go out and buy a $5 million Porsche or a $10 million home and stuff like that is going to come later on. But this year we are going to have that financial stability, is what I heard. Ooh, my TikTok has that movie Dreamcatcher about the memory warehouse.
Is that the video you sent us? Boots? You sent us a video. Is it about that? The Dreamcatcher about the memory warehouse?
Dreamcatcher.
He sent us a video.
It's a 2003 film? Oh.
Oh, Diane, good memory, but I don't remember that at all. But there was a lot that I didn't watch. Diane said, wasn't Obama blasted for saying 52 states when he was in office? Does anyone remember that too? I don't.
I don't remember him being blasted for it, but I do remember it being mentioned. Are you talking about this one? That movie, Dreamcatcher? Because if it is, then I'm going to want to watch that.
Okay, so Maria says, I was told in 2020 during the madness that the financial changes and abundance, RV, etc., would happen so gradually that most people would not notice. Maria, I hear that a lot, that it's a slow rollout. The person who told me about the dinar and the RV going to be happening soon also mentioned that it could be a slow rollout. But according to Lee Stymie, Lee's been saying that it's been a slow rollout for a while. Because if you remember, a year, 2 or 3 ago, people were saying that their mortgages were being paid off and their credit cards and their water bills and blah, blah, blah. So I don't know if that's still happening. If it is, no one's talking about it that I can hear.
What was it?
Me? Did Boots answer you?
No, he hasn't answered. But, well, remember what the stars just said downstairs, especially with the information that was just being shared, that certain things are coming to light, kind of like who was in charge of the auto pen. It wasn't Joe Biden. It was Elizabeth Warren. She was the one that was in control of the pen, and that was on news as well, and I saw that on TikTok. So that's coming out. They are revealing, they first had to reveal everybody's, what do you call that, place of what they were doing, and finally Diddy is out, right? Now he's going to trial. He's being held accountable. Now we have Elizabeth Warren's coming out, being charged with, well, not being charged yet, but the information of it coming out that she was in charge of the auto pen. So they have to go with the smaller people first, which means George Soros was already brought out, right? Information about him, Bill Gates, and they will be tried very soon with their plot What's his name? The doctor. The one that started this COVID pandemic.
Oh, the little Weasley guy.
Yeah, Weasley guy. Their roles. Thank you, Sarah.
Is it?
All their roles are starting to be revealed.
Mm-hmm.
And we're getting into the higher realms now because we're going into the Senate and the councils. So Elizabeth Warren is right there. And soon it's going to start being the presidents, the princes, the kings, the queens, everywhere around the world. So when you kill a Hydra, you have to kill the whole body. Because if you just lop off the heads, lop off one head, 2 more grow. Hydras are like that, right? So this is just a Hydra. We are revealing the heads so we can lop off the body.
Fosse, yeah.
Thank you, Fosse.
And the other guy who is in charge of Microsoft, what's his name?
Bill Gates.
Yeah, isn't he kind of Weasley too?
Yeah, he's Weasley.
It's like they take this.
Dr. Wesley.
Hey, Frank. Wow, Frank, it's been a while. Where you been, bud?
Right?
Hi, Linda. Did I say hi to Linda yet?
I don't know. Did we say hi to you, Linda?
Well, if
Well, if
we
not,
did,
hi, Linda.
if we did, you get a second hello.
Linda, listen, Linda. Listen.
Right? Oh, yeah, Diane. Yeah, take it all down. Drop that bitch.
Right? So a lot of people are going, why are these people not being held accountable? Da, 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 da. Well, that's because they all need to be, or all their roles need to be revealed before they can all be taken down, because they all got to get taken down together.
Think about where we are right now and where we started. Do you remember when the information was coming out and how people were just going nuts over it?
Oh my God, that
And
is such a lie.
And it started off with the children, right? And what they were doing to the... It didn't start off with the children.
No.
What did it start off with?
It started off with the wars. It started off with the bombs. It started off with, the killing of our men and women and sending them to war and all that stuff.
Well,
And then the children came about, and that's when everybody went, Pizzagate!
Right? Yes, it was Pizzagate and all of that. And people went nuts over it. Now, war has been something that we have heard over and over through our whole lifetime, so it was not a surprise.
No.
What we have not heard is how much human trafficking. You remember, and the milk carton children posters that
How they
were
were laughing in our face with that.
Yeah. I mean, think about that and how they slowly integrated our
Perception?
yeah, to what was really happening, and they brought it in so slowly that there was no civil war, that there was no, people going absolutely crazy on each other or themselves.
See, we're getting to the place, kind of like Maria. I'm kind of over all the punishing. Now I just want clean food, water, and air, which means that's where we're all going to get to, where we're not even going to care about the punishment. Just get rid of them. We're good. We're fine. If they die, oh well. Bye.
I hadn't thought about that. You and Maria are spot on. Because I've gotten to that point too without even realizing it.
I think a lot of us are.
I know I've had those thoughts. I just want to stop feeling so shitty.
Think about it. That's why we're at the precipice of 88%. We need to get to the 93%. That gives us 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 5 more percent left. We have 5 more percent.
Hi, Phil. And yes, Wayfair. We all remember those pictures.
The printer with that girl tied behind her back on the chair. Yeah.
Oh, well, there's that. But it started off with furniture being offered at really high, expensive prices. And then I found, do you remember? I found like a backpack on Amazon, and it had a child's face inside there, and it was for an exorbitant price. Yeah. So I mean, they were exposing us to all of that. Thomas says, I know the milk carton children is serious, but if Caitlyn Jennifer come up missing with she wind up on a carton of half and half. Wait a minute. What am I missing? What's he saying?
Would she wind up on a carton of...
Who's Caitlyn Jennifer?
Caitlyn Jenner?
Jenner, yeah.
I
Who's
think
that?
Caitlyn Jenner, isn't she? Let me see. Caitlyn...
Are you spelling it right?
Oh.
Cait.
Her?
That's a dude.
That
Look at that neck.
That's it.
Look at the Adam's apple.
This dude.
Okay, so what about Caitlyn Jenner? What am I missing? I vaguely remember her or what she's about.
That's a dude.
It is.
Oh my god. That's a dude. As soon as you look at that's a dude.
I don't know. Could be wrong.
No, I think we're talking about Kylie Jenner or maybe Kris Jenner. That's also you're a dude.
I don't know. I should just say, is that a dude?
That's a dude.
Diane says she has huge balls.
She's Kylie Jenner's father.
What?
Him.
Oh, the pronouns.
I'm Glorp Glop. And I diarrhea out my knees when I'm scared.
Phil says trans man. Yeah. David. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, the joke. He would be on a box of half. Okay, I get it. Half and half. Thank you, Phil.
Half woman, half man. I got the titties and the balls to prove it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. That was good. That was good. That's a dude.
He was in my high school on Vancouver Island. I believe he was an Olympic javelin thrower. Wow. Thanks, Phil. Anytime.
Maria says, I wonder if we get more U.S. gossip here in UK than you do. Oh, yes, I did.
IG says Bruce Jenner, Olympian gold medal winner. Wow. Good for him.
Now that the information that the stars just shared about JFK and Princess Diana, that's going to start skyrocketing. Everyone's going to start hearing that everywhere now.
Good. Truth needs to come out.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You see what I started? Good for her now.
Yes, we did.
That's an Olympic hero right there.
Right?
Leaning against the Ferris wheel, making it tilt. With a beer in one hand and a hot dog in the other.
Right?
All right, is there anything else that we can share now?
I think we're done.
So we went over the Golden Globe, or the Golden Dome. We went over what?
Look at Boots Road.
Would you quit laughing so much? I can't
Debbie.
remember what.
That was Deborah.
Rude. You laugh too much. So for a disclaimer, we are not doctors, we're not lawyers, we're not financial advisors, so everything that we say is of our own opinion and of our own personal experiences. So if you have any questions, go ahead and meet your own personal professionals. And we are here for entertainment purposes only. Oh, this was fun. This was a lot of fun.
Thomas says, thank you guys so very much. Thank you too. Oh,
like,
everyone
Caitlyn
participated.
Jenner, who's that? That's a dude.
I'm sorry. Just need to change my eyeballs.
Look at that neck. Ew.
Oh, we love you too.
It definitely is entertainment.
Are we coming live next Wednesday? Are you off next Wednesday?
I am off next Wednesday, so...
So long as I don't get bit.
Oh, looks like my new schedule's out. My new schedule's posted too. Let's take a look at that. Oh my goodness, I work that Wednesday. But I get off at 4. Oh, they really like me in the mornings, it looks like.
So you're off Monday and...
So this week I'm off Wednesday and Thursday, right? I got today off and tomorrow off. And then next week is on
Tuesday and Wednesday.
Tuesday and Wednesday I have off. And then the week after that I have Tuesday and Wednesday. And then the week after that I got Monday and Sunday.
Oh, you get a week, part of a weekend, huh?
Yeah, we can go do something with the doggies.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Oh boy. So yeah, I guess so. As long as no one gets bit.
Yeah.
No bites. So in the very beginning, I explained why we were planning on going live last week, and we didn't because something happened with my elbow. And it swelled up really big.
Yeah, your arm is still bigger than this one.
Is it?
Yeah. It's still a little bit bigger because the way that you have it, it's still bigger. You could see it.
Yeah.
But It's gone down a lot.
Is it still hot?
No, it's actually cool.
Because there's just a little pain involved today. I'm not sure why. I know I didn't put my stuff on.
Well, it takes a little bit for it to heal,
Yeah.
too, remember? Because of all that inflammation and everything, it just puffs up and it becomes a big hive. And remember, parasites and metals get attracted to anything that is weakened of the body.
Yeah. So that's why we didn't go live, because that happened to my arm, and Kidd took me to the chiropractor. And by the time we got back home, he was tired. I was tired. I was in pain. So we just decided not to. Didn't expect that.
That's one reason why when you go to a chiropractor, you go to a doctor, you go to someone that does acupuncture or anything that has to do with creating a painful experience, to drink a lot of water. Because think about it. Because if you're in a weakened state, the parasites, everything goes to those areas where you're weakened because you've opened up something. And it's like, ooh, fresh meat, a fresh place to hide.
Yeah, this is true. So on my Facebook page, I shared a post from a group that is about ivermectin, fenbendazole, and blah, blah, blah. It's a support group. Someone took pictures of the stuff they passed after started taking ivermectin, and I said, this is wonderful, because they're sharing pics to help educate others. And someone made a comment, one of my Facebook friends made a comment on the post and said that she kept having flashes of something in her eye. Went to the doctors, went to the eye doctors. No one knew what was going on. She started the ivermectin, and 3 weeks, and then it was gone, completely resolved. So stuff really works. Lee says, Candy, I have a bruise I didn't even know that I had. My guy said, tell your other guy to be gentle. It was black. Is that happening to other people? I haven't heard that. Guy said, tell your other guy to be gentle. Where's your bruise?
Where's your bruise? It's on my butt cheek. Wanna see?
What crazy things over there are biting people? Zombies? Well, I was doing yard work, so... but then again, what the stars were telling Kidd, I got in... I have a sweat box.
And we used it quite a few times, and then we never cleaned it.
Yeah, didn't even think about it. And so Kidd got in it, and he said, I feel really gross. And I'm like,
I felt
really?
everything.
So he got out and went and took a shower and got it all cleaned up. And that's when the star showed him about all the bacteria. And I had been sitting in there, and he asked me, he goes, did that happen after you sat in there? I said, yeah. So the stars were just showing that that had something to do with what went on with my arm. It's all that bacteria. So, don't know. Maybe there was a bite and then the bacteria got in, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a big possibility. So be very conscientious of what you do.
So there's a machine that I bought. I forgot what it's called. But it puts out oxygen. It kills bacteria, kills odors. And so we use that in it also. There's a bit zapper that really works for bites. I used it for a bee sting and it went down immediately, but I felt sorry for the bee. It was a complete accident. R.I.P. bee. Aw. I know, they die when they sting. Oh, back of my arm, he was joking. Okay. I've been ordering bamboo toilet paper for a while. Yeah, it's like an ozone machine, Maria.
Ozone.
Yeah.
Ozone.
But Yeah, I got one of those so that I could get rid of like
That's all.
dog odor, cat odor. Is he?
Yeah. See,
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, dogs know he's home.
that's why they be bought.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So yeah, I washed it, and then I wiped it down with alcohol, and then she did the ozone, and now it's nice and clean.
Yeah, we'll keep up with that. Because that was just nasty.
It was nasty. But like I said at the very beginning, the HACCP, HACCP, hazard analysis critical control points. Remember the temperature danger zones. 20 below is freezing, 60, 40, 40 between 40 and 20 is refrigerator. Anything above 40 to 139, that's temperature danger zone. 139 degrees
Be right back.
Fahrenheit down to 40 degrees.
Don't get up yet. Maria wants to know which one you got.
And then the 140 above is where all bacteria is cooked. Hazard analysis critical control point. I had to learn that when I was a manager at Jack in the Box, McDonald's, Round Table, Little Caesars. That was drilled into me.
Okay, guys. This is what I got. Advanced portable air purification system.
Picture.
Snapshot.
Now. No other information?
Not really.
No book?
No, maybe at the bottom.
Probably.
Yeah, it's at the bottom. I see it. I got it off Amazon. So, Zen.
So that is the number, the product number 0-555/0-777.
And take a look around, see what they offer, because you might find something that suits your needs more or is better than this one. But I burned food 2 days in a row. I was on a roll, and I brought this out and cleaned the kitchen, and then there was no more burnt smell. But you know when you burn something really bad, the bottom of the pan is just completely black. Your house stinks, and it stinks for a while. This took care of it. It was gone. Very nice. Love it.
Well, if you want, you can also stick that into a container with the water to be able to do that with the water. To be able to drink the water, the ozone water.
Mm. All right, Linda. Love you. We should go too.
All right. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. We will see you guys next week. Since I have next Wednesday off, we will go live and have some more fun and see what other stories the stars have to share.
Yes, Maria. You have to not be in the room or in the house when you use it. Absolutely.
And let's hope or pray that all the information, more information comes out by next week so we can see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you guys.